action. What is up, Travels with Buddy Nation on the Travels with Buddy Station? I hope everybody had an awesome Christmas, and I wish everybody a happy new year. Today is Friday, December the 29th, and this will probably be our last video in 2023, huh, bud? But if I put you down, they're not gonna see you because the total gym is blocking your view. But anyways, for today's workout, I'd like to do some legs and core training. So I'm going to do another leg exercise on the total gym, one that I haven't done before, and I'm going to do some core body exercises that I haven't done before on the total gym. And these exercises actually, one is like a row, but it really works the core more than it works the arms and the shoulders. So it's a really good exercise. And I just ate an entire turkey grinder. I was only going to eat half of it before I did the video. But I ate half of it, and I was like, because me and Bud went for a nice long walk, and I decided to eat the whole grinder, so my stomach's full. And I'm going to be doing some core training. So it's going to be a struggle. But I'm going to do my best. Right, Bud? So without further ado, I will demonstrate those exercises. And I'll put Bud in the other room. Bud didn't have his supper yet, though. So when I'm done doing my exercise video, I'll make Bud his supper. And I noticed today when I was walking Buddy, his nails are getting really long, especially in the front. And I just trimmed them a couple months ago. So I'll probably trim those again this weekend. Before the new year, huh, Bud? Alright, so without further ado, I will demonstrate those exercises. And Bud, you can spot me from the other room. I want to make sure that camera is nice and even so I can make sure Bud gets in the video too, huh, Bud? Alrighty. Might want to move that camera just a little bit. Alright, before I start my exercises, I want to say the mantra. I didn't leave myself a whole lot of room over here. That's just enough. I take 3 deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth. Feel more relaxed already. Alright, so I'm going to start with the first exercise, which is a leg strengthening exercise. This is like doing a one-legged squat. I'm actually facing the total gym board. This is a pretty good exercise. It feels kind of like doing a lunge. Like if you don't have the total gym, I would say this feels almost exactly like doing a body weight lunge. And if you're following this channel, you can see how I demonstrate the body weight lunge. It's really good exercise for the legs. I'll go for try about 15 repetitions. Count along with me. Inhale as I squat down, exhale as I bring my body up. did 25 repetitions. That felt really good. Got a really good burn on my quad. I was only gonna do about 15 to 20. Then I did 20. I was like, I bet you I can do 5 more. And I just, because it's my first set. But I'll tell you, it's a really good exercise. Again, if you don't have something like this, a body weight lunge basically works the same muscles. And you can do that. You don't need any equipment at all. But this, it's nice to be able to do that on the total gym. I got to work off that grinder. My stomach does feel full. All right, so I'm gonna do my opposite leg now. Use my press with my right leg. And I'll try for the same amount of repetitions. Remember, inhale as I bring the weight down, exhale as I bring the weight back up. Count along with me. All right. 25 reps. Whew. I tell you, it really felt a good burn on my quadriceps when I did that exercise. Whew. All right. Next exercise I'm going to do is called the surfer. It's a really good exercise for the back and the core. I'll take this off. All right. This is somewhat like doing a reverse pullover, but you're leaning forward. As you come up, just bring your arms back. Right, woo. I got 18 reps. Felt a nice burn in the back of my shoulders, my lats. Really good exercise. With that one, I probably could have started off a little lighter and did more repetitions. So it works the back, not just the lats, but also the back, because you're bringing your back up, and as you're rotating your back, you're working your lower back muscles as well. Really good exercise. Next exercise I'm going to do is called the toe touch row. And again, I just ate a grinder, so my stomach is like really full. I shouldn't have done it. I should have only ate half the grinder. But the grinder, the turkey grinder was so good. Ate the whole thing and my stomach is full. Now, and I knew I was training core and I shouldn't have done that, but oh well. We're right near New Year's, it's the holidays, you gotta celebrate sometimes. But I try not to make a habit of doing that. But anyways, this is a toe touch row. Basically, when I sit on the board, you can do this with basically any cable row machine. And you want to bring your hands to your toes, and then inhale, bring the weight up, exhale, bring the weight down. This really works the core more than it even works the back and shoulders. And it gives a nice stretch to the back and shoulders. I'm going to try for about 15 repetitions. Count along with me. Whew. I'll tell you, I could have done a lot more if my stomach wasn't so full. Teaches me to be a glutton. But with that exercise there, believe it or not, it works the core a lot more than it works the back and shoulders. I could have rowed with just my back and shoulders for, I probably could have did 100 reps, but my stomach and my cores, which would have gave out, not just my core, but like my hip strength and all that. And when your stomach's really full, for some reason when you're doing core, you don't have the flexibility as much. That's a really good exercise anyway for building core strength. Next exercise I'm going to do is another core exercise. It's kind of like doing the wheel. This exercise, I'm going to put my, let me back this up because I don't know if you can see in the camera as well while I'm doing this. Alright, for this exercise I'm going to put my pull-up bars on the attachments. This is like doing a reverse wheel. And here's my wheel. I don't know if you can see it in the camera. I saw these at the mall when I was shopping the other day. These were $5. This is a really good exercise. I seen these at the mall for $5. They had a lot of them. I was going to pick up another one just for the heck of it. I probably had this thing for 20, 30 years. More than that. I bought this when I was like 12 years old, and I still use it occasionally. This is a really good exercise, this wheel exercise. Actually, I think I was 11 when I got this. I had a paper route and I bought this. And I seen these at the mall the other day for $5. But it's a really good exercise, really good core exercise. But this is like doing the wheel, but in reverse. I'm going to do about 15 or 20 repetitions. Count along with me. at 20. And I'll be honest, I think the wheel is actually even better than doing that, because the wheel, you're moving your upper body and your lower body stays still. This is like doing that in reverse, but it's still a pretty good exercise. But I think the wheel is even better. Whew. But it's good to do multiple exercises. That way there, your muscles never get used to what you're doing. All right, I'm gonna do one more exercise. And I've done this exercise before. This is a basic shoulder press. And I figure it's a good exercise to do after the reverse wheel. Work the shoulders. And I'll do about 15 or 20 repetitions with this. Count along with me. All right. Woo. That felt good. My stomach is still full. So remember, when you're training core, you don't want to eat a big lunch right before you train, especially right before you train core. At least for me anyway. But remember, if you like these videos, make sure you subscribe to Travels with Buddy. Remember to keep training, keep taking those walks, and have an awesome day, and Happy New Year's. All right, everybody, peace out, and I'll see you on the next video.